But he went into big games a different way. You know, before it was all offensive, and suddenly it became a bit more, let's not concede, and then we can always score, to now being a team that's very good on set pieces, by the way, and is outstanding. Let's not be upset about that. But it's not the same way. Other guys, the ball doesn't go to him often. He goes way quicker on the wings at times to try to maybe find a corner or a free kick. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that did hurt. I think, and I'm going to repeat myself, but it's very important. You cannot go to win a title and think about not losing games.
Yeah, I agree. And when you look at the first example, you said it was a factual one, so the referee doesn't really need to go and have a look at it. But when you hear the VAR describe the second incident in terms of it's hit the thigh, his arm's not outside of his body, if you like. So why was the referee sent on that occasion?
Yeah, it's a good question, because there is still some judgment to be made by the official in this case, because we think it probably brushes the arm. We don't know for sure. But he might think, OK, he's leaned into it. I'm still going to stick with my penalty decision. I think he was right to overturn it. He could keep it if he wants. That's why you hear the officials, the VAR, still checking the APP, the attacking possession phase. Just in case the referee keeps the call at the screen, we've got to check if there's an offside too. And I know people get frustrated sometimes about the time it takes with the checks, but that's why they're going through the full due diligence to make sure that, you know, he goes to the screen, he says, I'm going to keep my penalty, but we've not checked if there's an offside as well. So that's why we're going through that process. They're really skilled at going through the process. It's not just like watching TV at home, they're having to work through a process to ensure they don't miss anything.
Another thing I wanted to ask you as well, because we hear this sometimes when we're commentating ourselves and that, I think if you're a supporter, you think, oh, the referee's going to have a look at a decision. But as you can hear there with the audio, he's actually getting fed the information about why he should change his decision before he's actually got to the screen. So is that influencing him before he's actually looked at it again? We
want the referee to make the final decision at the screen. They're provided with the video evidence that the VAR has looked at and formed the opinion that something's clearly wrong. But the final call is the referee's, apart from those situations that are factual. So the one we saw with Kai Havertz, where the ball just has to strike the arm, inside or outside the field of play, or inside or outside the penalty area, those sort of situations are deemed factual. So we just take the word of the VAR. But the referee makes the final call. But the VAR will say, this is why I'm sending you, have a look at this aspect. But you make the final call. He's one of the best referees in the world. Michael Oliver will no doubt review that. He doesn't want to have a negative impact on the game by overreacting to something, and sometimes players will be on a yellow card and then there'll be pressure to show a second one.
What it does mean, though, is it's still just the one defeat in 10 games since you took over. Whatever happens this weekend, you go into that international break in third. Do you sense that the momentum is very much with you to achieve what you're trying to achieve this year, is ensuring Champions League football for this club?
We're in a good place, you know, we're in a decent place. We know it's for now. Of course, we need to take the breather, and some lads, obviously a lot of the boys going away and come back strong, and we got a big finish to the season. You know, we've put ourselves in this position through some good work, some good results, and some good performances. And we could have had more tonight. In the end, it went against us, but we still took the point. It's not the end of the world by any stretch, and we'll come back stronger after the break.
We touched on it pre-game, but a lot of people are speaking about it. A rejuvenated Manchester United, a Manchester United that's playing in the style and producing the results that people expect. Has it even superseded your expectations coming into what was a difficult position, Michael?
No, I think we came in and I came to work with the boys and trying to make the best of it, and trying to keep improving and work with them and develop the team, develop the players, and work with the staff. And I think we've made some improvements. There's things we can improve on. We can get a lot better. Still a short period of time relative, you know, and we've made a lot of steps. So I'm happy the way things have gone, you know, but we're not satisfied. We definitely want more.
Mike, appreciate your time.
Thanks.